UFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota to throw it. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's put them on the punches. Let's put that team on the punches.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mariota. He completes it to Henry. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Check. Echo. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On first 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. He's got Smith here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check 24. One. Check.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, They're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First down, Titans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Williams. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand up. They couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Butker's kick here is push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Where are they, team?
Mike spoke both.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
44 is the Mike.
Where are they good?
Throwing is Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Titans first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. 44, Mike, 44.
Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with...
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow, I'm going.
Watch the curve, watch the curve.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
For a Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hero 15.
53. Check. Watch it.
They give it to Williams running right. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Yellow. 80.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah,
versatility and showing those hands. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Watch the screen. Check 24. Check 24.
Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
44. You're not ready. You're not ready.
One.
Quick.
Three.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's yellow. Go on, 80.
Let's go, defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that. That one, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right, and that's off the mark, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
15.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Stop your watch.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Humphreys on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
No.
Where are they, team?
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Fuck that. Blue line.
Cut.
3, 1, 2.
On 1st down, Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I got you, boy.
From the 44, Mariota, they set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go deep, tight end. Switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnes, and they'll get him down right around the 16. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we were saying from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 40 now on second down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you. 52. Hey, watch it, watch it. One.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A toss left. Henry. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
In your face.
On second down, it's Henry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Mariota to sneak it, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Yellow.
They'll run it with Williams. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40. A 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. 1. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Here's Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Kansas City, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.